Turn the machine on.
All you do is turn the machine on, take the selector to the on position. Let all the programming, everything will automatically load. You don't have to do anything. You're going to already be in, you'll come finalize on this screen, which is your assignment screen. All right, you'll notice that that is flashing. Push that button. It is ready for now taking an assignment. And what we're going to machine here is base cabinet sides, and this is a base with a full height door. All right, so with all of our standard nomenclature, it's the way the files are organized. So this is a 24 deep base cabinet, standard height. So we're going to go up to select. You'll notice there's a ton of programs in here, and they're not organized when it's on. This is just simply the order with which they were recorded. I mean, the most recent one is at the top, descending order, right?
Hold on.
We leave this alone because you want the latest one modified to always pop up at the top. This is for advanced features when you have to program a cabinet box. And when you hit save, you come back to the screen, it's the very first one on the top. So it's easy to get to. But we're going to find a base cabinet. We're going to start by typing the nomenclature. Start with a B. You'll notice everything that starts with B just popped up, which is most of the base cabinets, all right? Then we can begin scrolling, and we're going to look for base 24, and there's other variations of base 24, different heights, all right, or different applications, beaded inset, or with drawer stacked mids, different things. But there is a standard base 24 cabinet side right here. We're going to go ahead and click that, and then we're going to go to open. Now it has brought that cabinet box up into the assignment screen. This is already in a configuration where we don't have a middle rail, so it's already set up for a full height door. But this is a universal program, so all you do is you can, to change this, if you needed a drawer header, you can double click the actual part, and it's going to bring up the CAD programming that it was drawing. I like to hit this first icon here just to get you a flat view of it, right? And if you need to turn this on, the very top one on all of the base cabinets has middle rail file. All you have to do, click the box, it will turn that feature on. If it's already on, you need to turn it off. Same process in reverse. Turn it back off. Then you're going to hit save, and you're going to close. And you're going to come back down and go back to assignment. It'll be back up on this screen. Now the way you're seeing this is upside down and facing toward you, the surface that's being machined. So these rollers here at the top of the screen are representing the rollers at the bottom of the machine that the face of this piece will actually ride on. So in effect, what you're seeing is here in the machine, it will be like this. The front and rear of, or top and bottom, whatever you want to call it, are representative as you see it. It's just going to be flipped over in a machine.
The face is down then.
Right. So that's your face edge at the top.
Inside is towards the machining part of it.
Right. So you're viewing the machining, but the machining happens back there. So it goes in this way. All right. You can see clearly that's the top of the cabinet, that's the bottom of the cabinet. You can mirror, so if we need, the way this is stacked right now, I need it to be the opposite. I want it to flip. So this is to mirror the part. Now it's facing the other way.
So that's 1XL is the left and 1XR is the right.
Right. But the easiest way to verify by the picture. You know that's the bottom, you know that's the top.
And we know that's the bottom because it's got holes all the way across the bottom.
Right.
And we know that's the top because it has a top rail and a back rail and nothing across the top, not a solid top in there.
Now, you're not ready to machine yet. One of the most important things before you can machine is to make sure that the program has been accepted. You'll notice here that this back panel is blue. Blue means you have not accepted the program yet. You have to go up to this top corner and hit accept. Then it will change to a stripe pattern. This is very important to follow this procedure. Otherwise, you're going to machine the part that you had previously selected. The reason they have this is the machine can be machining a part. You can delete, go up, select a new one, bring it up, get it ready while it's still machining, and once it's done machining, all you have to do is accept the next part. I brought the same part back up, so we're going to re-accept it. One last thing is if you are machining plywood. Plywood in particular, it does not like to laser measure. So you're going to come down to soft keys and select that. You're going to turn laser measuring off. Go back to assignment. If you have laser measuring on, it will continuously reject parts even though they are the correct size of what you put into them. Let's go ahead now and start this up. So we still haven't put this machine into machine mode yet. The last portion of that is there's a pin that needs to pop out that this machine, that your part will bump into a reference. You need to hit the start button. This is your start button, the same button that you would use to start the machining process. Hit this one. Now the pin is up. And you put your part up, set it on the roller.
Face down,
Face down.
inside facing the machining area.
Yes, the side you want machine is facing back. And, very important, gently touch the pin. Don't hit this pin hard, it'll get it out of whack. Then there's a pedal down here, and that engages the grippers. This panel is ready to machine now. Hit the same button that we did at the beginning. We'll begin the machining process. You're going to want the air dust collector on. We have it off right now. Just,
The dust collector should be on for this operation. All right.
Now we're going to do the other side. It's an opposing side to that cabinet. Go back to our screen. We're going to select the right-hand side now. Let's flip the part over. Notice it turned blue. If we put this panel in there right now, it's going to do the same machining as it just did previously. It's important, again, hit accept. Now it's taking the programming. Panel back in, face down, machine side of the machine. Press the pin, press the pedal.
What are you supposed to do if it does do that? Shut it down?
If you've got a part that's too warped for the machine to use, you reject that part. You gotta get a new one. You won't have that problem at all with the TFL panel. Those are very true. The laser measuring works accurately. Everything is good. The plywood's not as true of a surface.
So this is the left part that we just made, the mirror image of the right part.
Here you got now a set, the left and the right, vertical cabinet box sides.
Go ahead.
Alright, so we're going to pull up, let's pull up a new cabinet here. Pull up a wall cabinet. We're going to start by typing W. I got walls, right? I'm just going to click, let's see this wall, 33 high, 12 feet.
You need a millimeter?
No. So that's a plywood one, all right? Now, let's say I need to be a 35 inch, actually now. We can go to this F2, variables edit. It'll shortcut us into here, all right? And you can go to length, and change that, let's say 36 now. Okay. Notice all of this grew with it.
Added holes for system holes and everything?
Everything, yes. So this is not designed where everything is specific. It's designed parametrically. So everything is an equation versus a definitive number. So I can go to variables and I can say that's a 72-inch tall wall cabinet. Okay. It will continue to grow. The depth is not a variable that is easily changed because you do have to go back to programming. Well, actually can, right? Now I want to be a 15 deep, right? Okay, and notice that was set at a definitive. And the reason for that is on depths, you have your construction holes, right? And that's kind of set in the programming. So you don't want to change depth too much.
You want to grab a different
Yeah, you want to
cabinet.
grab one that's 15 deep. Right?
The depth is the most important thing in there then, as far as when you pick a cabinet to choose from.
That's a 45-inch wall cabinet. And if you need to go further, what's nice about this is if you want to make something custom and program, this is advanced, but before you do that, let me go back here, before you do that, go here, change one variable. Maybe it's 17.7 millimeters thick now, okay? That's enough. Then now this is no longer the original file, it is a temporary file. You can go in here and you can change it for anything you want and it will not affect the original file. And this is very important to do. You leave the originals alone. You want to only change things on a temporary file. And if you're going to create a box that you're going to keep, then you can do a file and a save as and assign it a name. Otherwise, just hit save. And when you exit out of it, it's in the temporary bin. It'll go away when you shut the machine off, just for a one-time use. But the same rule applies with wall cabinets. With anything that has the same top and bottom machining, I have programmed them that the rear top hole is missing in the line board. so that you can see in the graphic that that is obviously the bottom and that is the top. Small picture that you're missing a hole in. That's how you can see and differentiate when you know you're left to right. Now you see that one's missing on that. Flip-flop the cabinet. It's the only way to tell if you're machining it in the correct orientation. That's it. Make sure you hit accept. You're going to machine it. All right, one more category of parametric modeling is done in the tall cabinets. All right, let's check one out. We're going to start by typing a T. TC. All right, let's grab a master file with a division in there. So here, TC81. Obviously, that's in the nomenclature on your blueprint, it's going to say TC85. I give it both numbers, the actual height and the elevation height. And open that cabinet up. You'll notice that there's a division that's meant for 2 doors. But these are parametrically put together. Now, if I want to change where that division is, let's say I want that bottom of the cabinet to be the same height as a base cabinet, right? So you're going to go in this 30.375. And this is important. You need to type star and I. This is all metric. And that's going to be your multiplier table at the top value. All right? So what that just did now is it changed all of the programming in the cabinet. It moved this division line down to 30 3/8, which would land at the exact same height as the base cabinet door. And the line boring follows that so that your hinge positions are maintained to the...
Are you hinging off the bottom on everything, or are you hinging off the top and then hinging off the bottom?
It's all hinged off the bottom.
Okay.
So all of that modeling is built into the program, and you can just change where that falls, and it automatically reprograms the whole file. Same thing works for the height. Right? Maybe I need it to be a 100 inch. It's still going to follow all of that programming because none of it is done in definitives. It's all, each of these variables is done with an equation which allows it to be parametric. Done. All right, shutdown process. First thing, come down to the power button on the screen and toggle that. Put MCC, yes. Go through the program, slowly shutting things down. If you've been programming, it's going to hang on that screen. Just go to the top right, that X. All right. Once you get to that screen, put your Windows, shut down, let it shut down. All machines shut computer down first before you touch the main power. This process takes a while because it's going through. It's venting air in the system to make sure there's no moisture. It's doing a maintenance cycle effectively before it goes into the shutdown procedure. It's exiting all the programming so that it keeps things healthy in the computer. You don't want to shut powers off. It's like ripping the plug on your computer.
So this is a Windows 7 Professional is what it's using, and this machine is the Weeke BHX 050 Optimat.
Now it's in sleep mode. Come around. Turn the main power out.